This anime was considered to be one of the most lovable mecha-adventure-action-romance of the previous decade and is part of thousands of user top lists. I personally never liked it much for very obvious reasons. It's made by Studio Bones, so you automatically know it's going to have pretty colors, and the storyboard will be the scribbles of a 5-year-old. As a person of plot, the actual plot, I am not attracted to shows that simply look good and don't have much of a story, but I understand why most casuals liked it back in the day. It combined several genres and had top-notch animation. Trying to be many things at once most of the times results to a train wreck, yet Eureka 7 got away with it by having a bit of everything and not much of something. There is a war, there is a shonen lead, there is romance, there is a mystery, and they are all bouncing off each other without feeling detached from the overall feeling of the show. There was a lot of effort in having uniformity, which in turn made the world feel more alive and easier to be immersed. The downside to all that is a very slow and mostly uneventful plot. It's 50 episodes of mostly slice of life and one-episode missions that don't move the story any further. It's not an action-heavy series despite including invasions, massacres, inhuman experimentations, and the abuse of mystical beings. There is not much tension regarding what is going on with the coral thingies either. In fact, what everybody was thrilled about the most was waiting for the main two characters to finally kiss each other. Something that took 50 episodes because Renton was a pussy. Speaking of Renton, he's a cookie-cutter shonen lead and the bluntest of the cast, effectively becoming a proxy for the audience. His father was famous, his life is boring, he wants to travel the world and be famous like his father. A pretty chick falls from the sky and takes him on an adventure. He digs her, but he's also a spineless pussy, so he can't take the next step. He's treated as an underdog on board the ship, and he slowly needs to prove his worth. As you see, he's checking every box on a list of stereotypes, and it's very easy to like him if you're still a shonen tard. Because if you're not, you will want to punch this guy for having the guts to go on a dangerous adventure around the world, yet somehow doesn't have the balls to court a chick. This is somewhat mitigated by having many episodes focusing on fleshing out the secondary characters and the setting, so at least it's not one of those shonens where the hero gets all the spotlight and everybody else becomes background decoration. And they are all an interesting bunch, excluding the trademark annoying kids on board the ship. Why do they keep having kids on military ships? They are not comic relief, they are not offering a touch of humanity, and they are irritating beyond belief. Anyways, the biggest issue with the show is still the loose plot, and even that gets completely random towards the end of the series, as expected from any Bones anime. The conclusion is solid as far as the romance goes, but everything else is up in the air, as the coral creatures have some sort of weird reality warping powers. They never explained it properly, and the terrible sequel they made many years later further proved they never had any idea what they were planning to do with them. In conclusion, if you are fine with watching a slow-paced and low-tone action-adventure about a shonen lead trying to kiss a girl for 50 episodes, you are going to be pleased with Eureka 7. If on the other hand you are looking for a thrilling, well-written and fast-paced slugfest, don't even bother.